Aloha, brave hearts. So I have been getting a reoccurring message from Spirit that will not let me rest, and it is about meditation. I feel like this is really important, mainly because we just had Pluto go into Aquarius and out of Capricorn. I was talking to a coworker last night, and she said that her partner had like a panic attack and had to go to the hospital. And I immediately thought about the shift of energy and how we are moving into the Aquarian energy. So I have an Aquarius moon, and I'm very versed in the effects of the electrical energy that is constantly moving through me. Matter of fact, in my early 20s, actually pretty much throughout my whole life, when I was younger, I would just dance and rest, and I was at home a lot because I was young, so it was easier to deal. But when I got out into the world and would be around a lot of stimuli, I was getting really overstimulated to the point where it catapulted me into a heroine's journey of kind of having to come to terms with my mind and master it. Okay, like quite literally, like anyone that is like a high achiever that has a lot of goals, that wants to give a lot to the world and pressures themselves to do a lot, is going to experience this even more. So I hope I'm not bouncing around, but if you listen to me long enough, this will be hopefully a big blessing to you to understand how to cope with these energies. So the Aquarian energy in Pluto, which is the place of deep transformation, death, and rebirth, like a rejuvenating, life-giving force energy, Kundalini energy, rebirths you. It makes you feel more alive. It quite literally purifies your chakras and enlivens your spirit. It is the energy of the cerebral spinal fluid, and it's very electrical and it moves very quickly. So everyone's going to be feeling these energies, and a lot of people might not know how to deal with it or what to do with it. So I kept feeling really called to make a video about meditation and just a few pointers on my personal journey, just my 2 cents on, just to simplify it. I'm just going to say my simple take on meditation and how this can benefit you to process and deal with the electrical current energies that you're going to be feeling for the next 20 years. So, I used to be very renegade and resistant to the spiritual stuff in life. And I actually talked shit about meditation pillows in my mind. I was like, oh, I don't know why I was even like that, but I was. And I was like, I'm not going to get a meditation pillow, blah, blah, blah. And then I ended up having these, breakdowns that catapulted me into, eventually I was running away from myself, and eventually I had to come to terms with the fact that I was quite literally running away from myself and stop doing that. So I ended up going to a yoga institute and learning how to sit, and it began a lifelong journey of meditation. So first of all, you do need a meditation pillow. You want it to be thick, okay? Because what you're doing actually, and I hope you can see, okay, I'm going to show you the proper alignment and why it's really important. So the spine needs to be relaxed, okay? So I'm sitting on you can sit in the center and then kind of wiggle your way to the edge, because what's happening is it's gently pushing me to sit so my legs are falling over. Let me show you from the front. So I'm kind of gently falling forward so that you can just naturally sit in a relaxed position where your spine is totally supported and straight. It needs to be straight. There needs to be a really nice, you know, your spine has a natural curve, so you're not going to like try to like, you know, be artificial. You just want to allow yourself to have a nice supported tailbone where your sacrum, which is your holy grail, it holds your kundalini energy, your cerebral spinal fluid, and you want it to be able to move up. So that's proper alignment. And with the hands, you know, you can just let them sit. You can hold them like this. I really like to clasp my fingers like this and then take my fingers and pull them together, because it just makes me feel really like at ease. I don't know, I feel like this kind of cosmic balance, like just to relax them and sit. Okay, so these are the only things, in my humble opinion, that you need to know about meditation. You are never going to stop thinking, but you can master your mind to the point where you can actually tend to your thoughts so deeply that they become totally positive all the time. You can actually train yourself, and I'll do other videos around my personal journey of how I did this, but you can make your mind so much your servant that you don't need it. It's only to be programmed. Like, you know, you sit, check in, and you start listening to your intuition. That is it is a very powerful journey that it can be instantaneous or it can take quite a lot of time. I don't know. It's different for everybody. But, you know, you will make your mind your servant. And then it's just about following your intuition. Like, oh, I need to do this. Like, I need to do that. Okay. But your mind doesn't play a part, because you just love yourself and you feel quite grounded in who you are and you're at peace. And there's no negative inner critical voice or thinking that is obstructing you from just listening to your gut and your heart and your intuition. So you're not going to really at first stop thinking, but the idea is that you can't really focus on your breath and think at the same time. Sorry, my dog is drinking water. It might be a little bit distracting for a second. So what you do is you focus on your breath. Klee, not the good time. Okay, she's gonna drink. So you focus on your breath, and that will train you over time to not think. Okay, so rule number 1, you just focus on your breath, going in your nose and out your nose. Not in your nose and out your mouth, just in your nose and out your nose. And there will be a lot of resistance, because all the pain that you've ever experienced lives in your body, and all the pain you've ever experienced lived in your body. So this is why a lot of people won't even come to meditation or even approach it in the first, won't approach meditation at all, because it is a very courageous journey to integrate wounding or subconscious memories, pain, whatever trauma you have in your body. So anyway, you just breathe in and out the nose. And then the second rule for me is that it's all about just relaxing as deep as possible. It should feel really, really beautiful. Every breath you take, it's like your muscles are just letting go. So it's just about letting go. And each breath, you're just sitting further and further and further down into that beautiful, beautiful sacrum. That's it. So it's breathing in and out of your nose, relaxing as deep as possible. And then the third challenge, and I got this from the Presence Process book, is you just do this for 15 minutes. If you can do this first thing in the morning and last thing at night, you're basically going to calm your nervous system, which is going to greatly support you with this Aquarian energy coming through, where we're all spiritually connected to source energy. So you need to calm your mind, calm your nervous system, so that you can handle the energy frequencies that are going to be coming in, and they're going to be coming in stronger and stronger. So it is my greatest hope that you can find peace within your mind, body, and spirit. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I want to mention. This is just the beginning, because as you train yourself and you discipline yourself, you will start getting these downloads. You will start having inner knowings. And this is the essence of Aquarius, is to know. So it's like you will just know how you feel about aspects of your life playing out. You will start getting downloads and connecting information that's just going to blow your mind. But you have to find a way to ground that energy. So like lightning needs to ground, right? It shoots all over the place and it's very sporadic. And this is the essence of Aquarius when it's not mastered, is like it's just going to electrify you, and it's going to be really hard to deal with these energies. So I pray that this helps, and may your meditations be beautiful and full of insights. So it's really not about stopping your mind. It's just about elevating it to a higher level, and where you can ground that. The more grounded you get, the higher your insights are going to get. There's no separation, heaven on earth. So happy meditations to you. I do healing work. If your nervous system is out of control, please contact me. And aloha, brave hearts. Blessings. Aloha. Espavo. Thank you for taking your power back.